But did fail. Trauma down. A word that stirs up unease, pain and silence in many of us. Yet, more and more experts, including Dr. Gabor Mate, remind us that trauma doesn't have to remain just a scar. It can become a form of education. Not the usual kind, but emotional education. The kind that teaches us how the world works, who we are, and what we need to do in order to survive. Maybe you learn to become invisible. Maybe to stay strong at all costs. Or perhaps you escaped. Into work, into noise, into other people's problems. And it worked. At least until the moment when life went quiet. When we become still, the old demons return. In those moments when we slow down, when there is nowhere left to run, old patterns begin to resurface. Fears we've long ignored. The body begins to speak through anxiety, pain, insomnia, emptiness. But it's precisely then that space for healing opens up. Reframing trauma means shifting the perspective from "something is wrong with me" to "this is something I learned in order to survive." And what has been learned can also be unlearned or rewritten. Emotional education. What if trauma wasn't failure, but information? Where? When we begin to view trauma as a signal we once created to survive, we start to understand that we are not broken. We are simply living by an old map that no longer fits the current landscape of our life. Our beliefs about ourselves, the world, and our worth were formed as the result of past experiences. But they are not fixed. We can change them. This is where emotional education comes into play, the ability to understand our emotions, communicate with them, and transform them. How to begin? A practical step to reframing. Notice your escapes into your phone, work, entertainment. What helps you avoid feeling? Ask yourself, what was this meant to teach me back then? How did it protect me? Stop running. Instead, listen. Emotions are not enemies. They are messengers. Therapy, the faster F method, conscious journaling, all of these are ways to learn to understand your emotions and rewrite old programs. Your story doesn't end in the past. We cannot change what happened, but how we hold it today, that is in our hands. By reframing trauma, we reclaim our power. We stop being victims of the story and become its author. This doesn't mean denying the pain. It means giving it new meaning. Summary. Trauma is not a sentence. It is a message. Emotional education gives you tools to understand yourself. Changing beliefs leads to changing identity. It's not about fixing, but about growing. What's next? Monday out there. If you want to go deeper, explore our ebooks or read the article on neuroplasticity, which explains why and how real change is possible, even on the biological level.